Well, I got these for 120 pesos each. All delivered. And since I don't and I'm not allowed to have a housekeeper here, every time I try to get one, they go out front, talk to the grandmother, and then they never come back. But I clean the house myself, everything, dishes. Their housekeeper sometimes does the dishes and leaves food on them. I mean, doesn't even try to clean them. I mean, how much work is it just to rub the sponge across the plate with dishwashing liquid that I buy? I buy everything, the trash bags. She doesn't take out the trash. And this morning, over here, that can was completely full, and there were flies and gnats coming out of it, and the smell was horrible. But she comes in here to clean my granddaughter's bedroom. The other day, I did all the floors in the house, moved the couches. I'm 63 years old, and I'm in the Philippines. I spent over $250,000 on this house being built, and all the Nara doors, wood, tiles, and then the 3-story building. Just used 3 bottles in here trying to get the floor. Unfortunately, I have to wash my own plates and dishes in here. Otherwise, I don't know if it's intentional or not, but they rewash certain times my cooking stuff and leave soap and other stuff on it. And why, after I've told her several times, I'll clean the pots and pans, and she'll take the stuff I've cleaned and make it dirtier and leave soap and just everything. I don't know what all is on it, but this is getting really clean. I needed all these cleaners to really get this tile because it was neglected for so long. But you can see in the drain, the stuff's just coming out of the tiles and the grout. After this, I'll rinse it down with a bucket of water one more time. Then I'll clean those. I do have hot water in here. I'll pour bleach all over that stuff in there. The little step tray to have in front of the toilet. The trash can, the lid's in there, and the toilet bowl cleaner sterilized. But I don't know. Why can't I at 63 years old have a house cleaner housekeeper when other people do? I have to clean everything inside and out, and that means cockroach and rat maintenance. The rats are sizes of medium-sized cats. I'm constantly having to pick stuff up and throw it over the gate outside so someone will take it, you know? It's not fair to me. I spent all my retirement here. My wife said we would grow old here together. She keeps promising that we'll use the building to open a store and a cafe. I've already put down the digital footprint, doing all the Google Maps, Google Webmaster Tools, websites, got it all over the web. And her mother doesn't want to let go of the store. She's had it for 15 years. Now it's our time, my wife and I's time, and she doesn't want it. I have half the rights here too. My name, it says Mary Joy Sabido and my name. A-N-D, my name, and. That means it's both our properties together. And I should have a 50% say in this. What goes on the property. But it's just been turned into a tropical plant jungle with mosquitoes, and in the back we've had cobras. I mean, this is just ridiculous. But I have to do everything for myself here. Everything. I give people tips, and it just seems to make it worse. It doesn't even make sense. I'll give them a 3,000 peso tip. That's about $70. And say, please, can you help me here with this stuff? On top of their pay, and they don't. And I didn't start off with the big tips, but I figured, okay, it's worth it for me. At my age, and no, it's because they're being told not to help me. Because no Filipino here would want to refuse that money, and knowing that if they don't do the work, next month they're not going to get the money. And everybody here knows. They know me. When I had the business here for almost 8 years, I helped everybody. I bought her mother a house, 225,000 pesos in 2010, which the property now is worth probably 3 million pesos, which is about $75,000. Bought it for about $6,000. No, the peso was much lower back then. It was about 250,000 pesos was about $4,000 back then. Right now it's at 56 to $1, 56 pesos. But I don't deserve this kind of treatment, and it's stressing me out, and I can't continue like this. My wife needs to keep her promises. On the way here in November 2024, she promised as soon as we got here, we would take over the store immediately, start making money off it. I would put up a digital cash register and an inventory system. The second floor of the 3-story building I built with my money from the 12 years with the company before I met Mary Joy is just off hands to me. I'm not allowed to have any part of it. This isn't right. I paid for schools, colleges, green card, money for medicines to people in the province, the next door neighbor who has a disabled daughter. Even just recently was lying about his hours, wasn't working when I wasn't looking, and just being a malicious brat. I used to give him 10,000 peso tips back then for his daughter because I knew they were struggling over there. And when I came back, I said, Hindi ko mayaman, I'm on retirement. He speaks perfect English. I said, I don't have money like before, but I'll pay you 18,000 pesos a month. And I didn't follow him around saying, do this, do this, do this, do this. I'm not a jerk. I always helped everybody in the province. Like I said, if they needed medicines, before, Richard, my bodyguard, would come out and he would take them to the pharmacy to make sure the money wasn't spent on something else. I donated to the school. I donated to the church. The LDS church up here didn't even have the books for their the word isn't coming out, for their people in the church. So I bought 30,000 pesos worth of Book of Mormons and the New Testament. I am not a bad person. What I have is a bad situation with people who have no respect and don't want to help me out when I help them out. Right now, I have my retirement, and it's not about just waiting for my check every month. That building out there needs to give some return now. And that means taking over the store like she's promised me twice, and then says, oh, someday. After I do all the preparation to get it ready, all the advertising, it would cost 300,000 pesos to do the work I did digitally, the site, all the complex work to get the analytics going, everything. And then she just says, oh, someday. And then again, she says, oh, can you wait until I get there and we'll talk about it? That's the someday. It's always someday. Yes, I am very frustrated. And I'm here and I'm making food for the granddaughter. I get medicines for the grandmother. I try to help, and I'm just ostracized for all of it. You know, I thought that being a good person would give you good returns, you know, karma. But no, it doesn't work that way. It's just take. And it's just not right that I can't even get a housekeeper for me. I'm so frustrated. Excuse me.